So here I've got some strips of paper that I'm representing equivalent fractions with. So the red one is the 1, the orange one is half, yellow are thirds because I've got 3 equal pieces, and the fifths are sort of a bluey colour, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 equal parts, so each one of those is a fifth. If I look at the halves, for example, okay, let's see, yep, so you can see that a half is the same as 2/4, because that's the halfway mark. See how that lines up with that one, but it also lines up with this one on eighths. So 1, 2, 3, 4 eighths. Yeah. So if I had thirds, where's my thirds? There's 2/3. Get rid of that one. See that? 2/3. Let's have a look. Can I make 15ths out of it? Because quarters doesn't line up with it, does it? Look at that. Let's have a look. Quarters do not line up. So I can't find an equivalent fraction with a denominator of 4 for quarters, because there's 2/4, there's 3/4. There's no marker that matches up with this one. So let's have a look at 15ths. Look at that. Okay, so here is 2/3. Can you see that it lines up with a marker on there of the 15ths? This one here. Yeah. Let's have a look at how many 15ths there are. So let's go. Sorry about that wobble. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 2/3 is 10 15ths. Let's have a look at that, how that actually worked. My thirds, each one of those has got a factor of 5, so there's 5 of those 15ths in each one of those thirds. So I've made 5 times as many pieces. Yeah? And I've also got that factor of 5 on the top, because these are all a fifth as big as that one. So here I've made a third into 5 15ths and another third into another 5 15ths, or 10 15ths. That's how you actually work out equivalent fractions. So this is the visual, and this is what's actually happening with the maths when I write it down as an equation. Let's have a look. If I didn't do 15ths, another one that I've got is 30ths. So let me put my 30ths on there. Oops. To line it up properly. Okay, so my 2/3 is how many 30ths? Okay, so it's a bit hard to see, but let's count them anyway. Let's have a look. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So each of these thirds is 10 30ths. So 10, so I would have another 10 here, a total of 20 30ths. That's the marker right there. Yeah. So 20 30ths. So what happened to that? Well, it was a factor of 10 that I did, wasn't it? Yeah. 2 times 10 is 20, 3 times 10 is 30. So they are also equivalent fractions. If I said to you 2/3, how many 21sts is that? Well, you'd have to say to me, well, what's the factor that I've done to get from there to there? Let's count. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. How many was that? It was 7. So now, to get the numerator, I also have to times by 7. That's the factor that I've got. So what is 2 times 7? It's 14 out of 21. So let's have a look at how many 21sts 2/3 is. So let's go and have a look down closely at 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 1/3 is 7 21sts. So there's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 21sts, just as we had written.